Hi, this is my practice IOC for royal beatings. The given excerpt is from the story Royal Beatings by Alice Munro. The story talks about a young girl's relationship with her father and her stepmother. The passage takes place in the middle of the story somewhere, at the climax of the plot. Rose, the daughter, is receiving quote-unquote royal beatings from her father on the instruction of her stepmother. By using short sentences in this passage, Munro gets across the drama, fear, and physical abuse that's faced by Rose, who's receiving these royal beatings. By using such short sentences, effective visualization of the scene is possible. The reader can almost feel how Rose is feeling while receiving the royal beatings. It is told from the point of view of a third person, omniscient in presence of all the characters, but the narrator themselves do not contribute to the plot. Here in this passage and the story Royal Beatings, the main idea is all about societal expectations and defying them. Everyone wants to be understood as a unique individual who fulfills their role in the social sphere. Hence, all of us try to fulfill social expectations. But in this story, Rose tries to get away from those societal expectations, which in this case are her mother and father's societal expectation. But this, along with setting and imagery, is going to be explored later in this commentary. I will be analyzing the given excerpt thematically, starting with setting. The setting of this passage contributes to the theme of Royal Beatings, the short story itself. For examples, by having symbols such as the comforting geometrical arrangement on the kitchen floor or the accommodating pots and pans. Just watching Rose get beaten up by her father is a very subtle yet powerful symbol that Alice Munro uses. These comforting geometrical arrangements and accommodating pots and pans can be alluded to people in real life. They may appear to be accommodating or comforting on the outside, but they might seem like the kind of people who would support you whenever you're feeling down. But when reality is thrown into the mix, they become their true selves. They are not what society wants them to become. They just stand by like bystanders and do no action, even though Rose is receiving royal beatings. Hence the setting, through the use of subtle yet effective symbols in the setting, Munro establishes the theme of how everyone is crushed under societal expectations in real life. The next feature of this short story of this passage I'm going to talk about is the imagery that Monroe uses here. If the setting was like the hilt of the knife, the imagery that Monroe uses is like the sharp metal of the knife itself. The knife attacks the reader in such a way that it cuts through the heart. Monroe also, as seen in the fourth passage, at the first or maybe the second crack of the whip of pain, she draws back. This mirrors when anyone in society is tired of being pushed down. They are given whips of pain. So maybe after the first or the second whip of pain, they are fed up of receiving of being expected to do such things, and they draw back or they try to run away. She will not accept, going back to the passage, she will not accept it. The Rose here is alluded to people who try to defy social expectations in real life. She runs around the room, tries to get across the door. Her father blocks her off. The father is a metaphor to the societal expectations that everyone has of certain individuals. Rose was expected to receive the beatings in all her joy and not have a problem with beating. She was to conform to the roles that society was imposed. Society, aka her dad, was imposing on her. But as seen, she tries to escape. But eventually she gives up, just like all of us give up in our social bubble of fakeness. So, through the discussion of how societal expectations inflict such pain upon the dreams and aspirations of certain individuals, Monroe uses vivid imagery to convey a point that was otherwise thought to not be very prevalent in the story. The last theme, or the last core of the story that I'll be talking about, is the whole theme of societal expectations. It can be narrowed down to gender expectations here as well, because the dad is rather unwilling. The dad conforms to his role of dominating, being the alpha male, and enforcing discipline in the family through physical means, even though he was unwilling to do so. The same goes with Flo. Once the beatings start, she becomes scared for Rose. Even though Flo wanted Rose to get beaten, she still becomes scared because societal expectations. In the face of societal expectations, everyone, Rose, her stepmother Flo, and even the dad become quite sad and afraid. The father is unwilling. Rose is just fed up of getting hit by her father, and Flo is scared for Rose. Even this might seem a bit superficial, but when this one line, this single line that is an entire paragraph is analyzed to a certain extent, it becomes quite obvious. It says, they will give anything that is necessary, it seems. They will go to any length. Here, they signify society, or the people in society who want to fulfill their societal expectations and quote-unquote fit in. They will give anything that is necessary. The people who want to fulfill these expectations would do whatever they want to. It seems they will go to any lengths. They would go to the greatest of distances in order to fulfill their societal expectations so that they are seen in a glorious light. This theme that Monroe uses in this story is quite subtle, but still stands out to be one of the major themes of the story. Hence, as analyzed in this commentary, Monroe conveys the theme of defying social expectations effectively through carefully making the reader visualize the setting using vivid imagery, guiding the reader through giving the reader a ride through Rose's feelings as she gets beaten by her father, aka societal expectations, is one that she does very effectively by using such superficial yet relevant examples to her real life. Monroe captures the mind of various audiences and develops a further sense of empathy in all the readers that read the story. Thank you.